Hi, hello. Uh, for this project, it will detail the analysis and comparison between two organizations, and the project digs much on organizational culture of the two different organizations. And for my project, I chose uh, Safaricom and Nokia organizations to evaluate much on organizational culture between the two uh, organizations. A brief introduction. Organizational culture refers to the shared values, beliefs, behavior, and practices that shape the way people within an organization think or even act. Uh, this presentation outlines the analysis and comparison of the organizational culture of Safaricom and Nokia companies. The presentation has several images of the work environments of these organizations. The presentation is based on classwork that we covered under module 3 concerning the organization culture. The first area of my project tackles the workplace being formal or informal, and this is captured in office layout of the organizations. As shown in the picture, the office layout in most of the Safaricom offices is open office plan with no cubicles, which suggests a more informal workplace. As you can see on our first picture, the image shows an open place with sitting places and tables where employees are able to sit and maybe work from. On the other hand, the offices of the Nokia company are fitted with cubicles, which suggests a more formal working places. From the image, you can be able to see that each and every employee has a working table and maybe enclosed with cardboards. The second question that we tackled was on staff organization, and this outlines how a company's staff is organized depending on how the company operates. For the case of Safaricom, a brief introduction. Safaricom is a telecommunication company with hierarchical organization structure. The staff is organized in departments and such as finance, marketing, customer, and technical departments. Depending on what the organization offer, that's how the staff is organized. And as you can see, Safaricom mostly deal with the services to facilitate communication. For the case of Nokia, it is a multinational technology company with a matrix organization structure. As you can see from the image, the staff is organized in various divisions based on a product and services such as networks, technology, and software. As you can see from the image, the mobile phones, smart devices, and location and commerce market. That shows a brief explanation on the structure of the company. If we look at a match on power differentials between these two companies, you have different status and power differentials in the market. This is explained since the two companies have different dominance depending on where the company and how the company operates, and maybe how the company started. The difference evident in such areas such as market position, financial status, and brand perception. Safaricom has a dominant market share in Kenya, while on the other hand, Nokia has a global existence. This tries to explain how these two companies have dominated how their power is, and the dominance is explained in terms of region. For example, Safaricom is more dominant in Kenya, where it facilitates its services more on its country, while for the case of Nokia, it operates on the globe, and it has been known in existence for decades, and that's how both of the companies have a difference in the power, have a difference in the two companies tries to embrace on the importance of values such as customer focus, innovation, integrity, teamwork, and responsibility. These companies, since they need to make profit and have a good reputation within their regions and maybe globally, they embrace on these values. The values are connected to their culture and guide their decision making. Since if a company has bad values, maybe their culture still maybe may not stand, and these values affect how the companies make decisions. By upholding these values, the companies have been able to build intense reputation and maintain their position in their respective industries. At this point, I tries to explain how these companies have been able to stand and maybe to maintain topmost positions within their area of operation, since they try to maintain core values in the field of business, in that their competitors may be unable to compete with them. To focus on the physical environment, how the physical environment supports teamwork and collaboration. For the case of Safaricom, since it uses open office layout, the employees are able to sit together and share ideas and communicate. As you can see from our first image, you can see that the image shows different tables with a couple of chairs where the employees are able to sit together, share ideas, maybe solve a problem, come up with new innovations, and this ensures that the company works with collaboration and the employees are able to communicate. Still, as you can see, there is much free space where the employees can move from one table to another and communicate. For the case of the Nokia company, the office layout also promotes collaboration and teamwork, but the design is more compact compared to Safaricom. As you can see, we can only have maybe 2 or 3 members sitting together on a table compared to Safaricom's open layout, where the members maybe they may not be much, they may not sit more than 4 on a table. And as you can see, I was separating maybe 2 cubicles where the employee may meet and share. As you can see in the photo, still we have one employee on a cube, and the other 2 maybe on the other table on a separate cube. Compared to Safaricom, we can see more than 6 members on the same open space, and they can move. They can share ideas. They can have a free space where they can work from. but still the two companies are trying to achieve teamwork and collaboration, since we can see that the companies have tried to make their office maybe open and ensure that collaboration between the workers is enhanced. In summary, the analysis and comparison of these two enterprises visual presentation has shown some key differences in the organization culture, including formality, staff organization, power differentials, values, and support for teamwork and collaboration. From what we have gone through, the companies have we have tried to separate and maybe give the similarities between the two companies, where we are able to know which company maybe uses which office layout, which company maybe has a different organization, staff organization, how their power is different maybe, and how their teams are able to work. On these pictures are showing how Nokia company is trying to achieve collaboration. From the first picture we can see that the company is trying to achieve a collaboration by merging two offices and maybe using a screen to share, to have them work on the same project or share information to both at a time. The other picture, we have additional pictures of Safaricom trying to see how they advertise their their services, their products, and how they try to reach those maybe in remote. And again, you can see on the first picture that we have someone who is impaired, so we can see how Safaricom have tried to reach all. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you for your time.